Hello, everybody. Today is the 23rd of June, and as always, we're going to tell the pain story. This pain story changed a lot of people's life and shed light into why something happened to our life and how we can create or manifest our dream life in a very certain way. So once you're ready, let's get started. What is this? It's a pen. What do we use a pen for? To write. Now, there's a dot inside the pen. I'm going to wait this in front of the dot. What does the dot do? The dot probably will sneakily go to this, right? Does the dot fit this one as a pen? No. So for the dot, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is corrupt, the dot or the human? The answer is both corrupt. For the dog, this one is a children's toy, while for the human, this one is a pen to rate. The dog is corrupt and the dog one, the human is also corrupt in this world. So that is our first lesson. Both are good. Well, now let's imagine that there is a table in front of me. So I'm going to put this thing on the table and then both the dog and I will walk out the room. So inside the room, there'll be no human, no dog. What does this thing become? It is still a pen or children's toy. Or it becomes almost nothing, and the answer wisdom comes from us, the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we'll be able to achieve anything in our life. Just like Ishi Michael Roche applied the emptiness into his business and was able to build business with a revenue of $250 million. So a year. So, and then he's also able to help several refugees. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the pen story, okay? This thing is coming on the table, and where there's no human, no doubt it come back to choose and we call it the emptiness. So the emptiness is not, nothingness, darkness, blackness, or no flowing, nothing good. The emptiness is just itself, but it doesn't interact with anyone. Just like each and every one of us, whether we are human, animal, plant, news, or object, we all have the emptiness when we doesn't interact with anyone or anything. When we don't interact with anyone, that's right. So that is what the emptiness is. But then in reality, we always interact with someone or something. So the emptiness is what is changed into the potential. So that as soon as we interact with someone, how that someone or something looking at us, seeing us is what potential can be. So what do I mean by that? Back to the pen story, okay? So this thing put it on the test. So as soon as I go back into the room and I look at this, this become a pen. When the dog comes back to the room and the dog look at this becomes a treating toy. And when both the dog and I comes back to the room at the very same time, we will look at this at the very same time, this thing become. It becomes two things, a pen for me and a treating toy for the dog. So a single thing where it doesn't interact with anyone, come back to yourself, we call it the emptiness. But because we in reality always interact with someone or something, so we always have the potential to become anything, anyone, depending on who or what is looking at us at the very moment. So that is our second lesson. Along with the emptiness, we all have this potential. Now, I see this as a pen. So does this pen coming from me or is this pen coming from the thing itself? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because of the thing is the pen itself, the job or anything in this entire universe will have to see it for what it is, which is an extension. But also got to this one as a pen. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind, and everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. Now we all agree that this pen is coming from my mind, right? So I'm going to change my mind and I'm going to believe this one become God. Okay, so please play with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Remember my mind. So still a pen. So what's in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen but not a diamond? There are seeds inside our mind that the ancient wisdom calls us. When we see something, the seed inside our mind part will open up and cover this and made us see it for what had been planted into sound. So we planted those seeds into our mind then. Only you can plant a seed into your mind, and only I can plant a seed into my mind. How can we do it? We do it by three ways: by our word, by our actions, by our thoughts, especially to our own people. So for instance, when I hold on to this, I'm going to say that I have a pen, would you like to have this pen? And when my friend say, yes, please, I'd be so happy to give this to my friend with the hope that I can help my friend. So when I do this comes open up and hopefully my friend will see it and it's strongly remark in my mind. A couple days later, when I see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which means that the seed of the pen is already planted into my mind. And now I thought of open up and cover this and made a seed for what had been planted only into my mind, which is a pen. And this is how a pen become a pen, or anything surround us become what and who we are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today we went over 4 different lessons. The first lesson is both are correct. So we learn to respect each other's opinion, we learn to respect each other's choices, and we learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. And come back to that. I would like to remind everyone to maybe take a step back, take a deep breath before you react to other people. And I think that is one of the very good tips in order for us to be able to look at other people's perspective instead of and then before we react. The second lesson is along with the endless will have limitless potential. So trust your potential, trust the potential of everyone that everything's around you, and trust the potential of whatever happened to you. And with this, the goal that I'd like to share with everyone is that whatever happened to me at this very moment is the best thing that can happen to me at this very moment. So we believe in that potential, we're still seeing the positive positive potential of whatever that it can happen to us. And the third lesson is everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us. We don't blame anyone because in the end, we are the only one who can plant the seed into our mind. And with that, I actually like to think about another quote saying that whatever happened to you is only 10% of whatever happened to you, and then 90% is how you react to that. So that is the lesson number 3. And then lesson number 4 is how we can create or manifest our dream life in a very certain way. So first, you have to know what you want to achieve in your dream life. And then we start planting those seeds using our word or actions or thoughts with other people. If we want to have prosperity, then we use our word or action, our thoughts, helping other people to be more prosperous. If we want to have happiness, then using our word or action, our thoughts with other people, helping other people to be more prosperity, to be happier, and just that whatever that you want, making sure that you use your word, your action, your thoughts, you work other people. And one thing that I think that is quite significant, and it took me a while to recognize that, is that even though that I've been telling that multiple times, is that it's gonna be best if you be able to do it out of your good heart, which means that you really want that good thing to happen to other people. You don't do it out of your greed, which means that you want it to, because you want that to happen to you. That is how you do the good thing to other people. But then on the other hand, if you won't be able to do that out of your good heart in the first place, I think it still be good if you just being able to help other people for whatever reason that it is behind. And I even think that one of the saying is that fake it till you make it, right? So if you cannot do it in the beginning, just try it until it eventually becomes you. And I think this is exactly what we are doing right now, what I am doing right now, telling pain story every single day. It's not only just a reminder for myself about the story, the lesson from it, but it's also being a way for me to reinforce all that on those lessons into my mind. And one of these days become my life. And I think that's what I think all the people when they tell the pain story, that's how they want it to be. And the lesson that I would like to share with you all today is this morning actually is last night we went to bed pretty late at almost midnight, and then this morning when I got up at 5 o'clock, and it's quite challenging. But then I eventually got up and been able to run and then feel a lot better. And then I was telling myself that okay, I would take a nap during the bus time, but then again work coming in, so I would testing other people for work, and then it just throughout the day. And I still believe like there are times that it happened. There are times that it's happened that the plan doesn't go as it doesn't go as you plan. But then it's how you react to it, how you feel, and how you do look at it. Whether you see it as okay, I don't like it. It doesn't go as planned. A lot of time life is not going as you're planning, to be honest. I used to be not very happy with this. I like things to be like the way I plan, and when there's a change in course, um, um, I kind of resist changing. But then nowadays, gradually, I want to be more flexible, to be able to go with flow. I think that is one of the best things to still keep who you are, keep what you truly are, but being able to go with the flow and then seeing the best potential in you. I think that's or in whatever happened to you. And I think that is one of the application of lesson number 2. And thank you so much, everyone, for listening to me today. Thank you, Anna, for coming me in the 2000-day journey. And if I need to share with you the page story of my lesson is something good, I would like to dedicate that to my church family, to my friends, to my co-workers, to my neighbors, to my clients, to any living things in this world or any other world. With love, wisdom, and gratitude. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day. Bye-bye.